standing on the Queen's Bridge at the Yarra, which is very brown, and in front of me is the CBD. That building to the left, actually just behind Victoria University, is where I used to work in Collins Street, 120. At the time it was the largest, I was on the 50th floor, it was the highest office space in Melbourne. The brown and yellow buildings straight ahead are what's called the vaults at Banana Alley, and they're sort of half circle shaped and run from one side of the Yarra through to Flinders Street. And when I left, they were actually, most of them were actually nightclubs. Spent quite a night in there. They're now gyms and cage fighting martial arts training centres. The bridge in front is Sandridge Bridge, which is really lovely. There's a bus that's just pulled up behind me that's not so lovely, it's a little bit noisy. But Sandridge Bridge has a number of different glass panels representing each country. You can't really see it from here. Each country of the world. And then it talks about how many people from that country live in Melbourne, how many people from that country live in Victoria and Australia, and the different waves of immigration that occurred for that country. So for Britain, for example, it will talk about, the £10 POMs, in the different phases where there's been big influx of immigrants. To the right is an area called South Gate, and a bit further is South Bank. So South Gate used to be here. That big brown building is the IBM Tower. That used to be here when I left. This building, however, is Eureka. That wasn't. That's now the tallest building. In fact, it was the tallest building in the Southern Hemisphere for a little while. I think. Sorry, the tallest apartment block in the Southern Hemisphere for a little while. Cute little cafe there. Probably, again, you can't see it properly, but they're all pots of herbs attached to the building. PwC building is new, and this is the building where I'm living at the moment, on the 20th floor. Where that terrace ledge is where the pool and sort of outdoor barbecue areas are. If I turn heading down is Clarendon Street, which takes you out to South Melbourne. Very villagey, cutesy, quaint boutique shops, cafes, restaurants, and of course the South Melbourne Market. Spin further. This is Crown, both towers and casino. And the casino complex itself actually runs down in excess of an arm. This is an exhibition centre hanging out over the water. So from the towers down to the arms, down to the exhibition centre, is Crown Towers, Crown Casino complex. It has shopping, restaurants, etc. Out now. It's a boat. That whole area in front of me is being redeveloped. Docklands and South Wharf and New Quay. When you get down there, you'll see the big harbours and all of that. And there's also the aquarium. Turn back around and head back to the CBD. That tall building there is the Rialto. It used to be the tallest building with an observation deck until Eureka came in. But because 120 Collins, which is where I work, was on a hill, that's why it had the highest office space, even though Rialto's technically spin back to the CBD. That brown and yellow building with the clock on it that you can see in the background is Flinders Street Station. And so it leads up to the green dome just behind it. So one view of Melbourne. Beautiful Melbourne.